Hello everybody, welcome to my predictions video for Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 4. This one is going to be titled Blood in the Streets. So, interesting. Can't predict much from the title. Probably going to be some blood. It's The Walking Dead, so that's a pretty safe bet. But from what I can see, there's only one sneak peek for this episode. Usually we get two, but this week we only have the one. I searched, I could not find the second one, so if there is a second one, my apologies, that's on me. You can alert me if there is, and I can link it if need be. So, going based off the promo, somebody's boarding the Abigail. There's people who are in a dinghy saying they need help, and then Chris says, "I think Ophelia, should I shoot them?" Point blank, should I shoot them? That's showing tremendous jump from his character. Given in this past episode, he mercy killed a guy who was not dead yet, who was going to be dead but was not dead yet. And prior to that, he was hiding. He was, reckless. He wasn't really doing much. I didn't really have any like for his character. Now he's point blank. Should I shoot them? Clearly, they appear to be a threat, but still, how do you know? Maybe something they do makes them a threat. Maybe something our group does to them makes them a threat. But somebody has Chris at gunpoint. Travis is saying you're making a mistake. Somebody hits somebody with an oar, and they're on the Abigail, so somebody is boarding. This group is probably going to be boarding them, most likely. Nick, I don't know where Nick is. He's swimming, doesn't have clothes on. Yeah, that's a bag behind him, and he's wandering around. So he's ashore. Sneak peek showed helicopters overhead after he got ashore. So I don't know what's going on with that. What's he doing? I can't make any predictions. Is he going to get helped? Is he just trying to escape? That's my bet. I'm betting he's trying to escape. Get away from the situation, sneak out, see what he can do. Okay, so there looks like there's not as much trust towards Strand, but Travis is we can trust him. It sounded like we can trust him, but I don't know if he's saying we can trust him, because then he follows up by saying, who knows if this place in Mexico even exists? So that's showing a lack of trust. Daniel clearly says, we don't need you, Strand, in the promo, so that happens. So there's that dissenting opinions among the group members. And what's Strand's endgame? We'll hope, I guarantee we're going to find out what it is, but I like these little breadcrumbs they're leaving each episode. They give us a little bit more about him. First episode, we see he's not willing to save any more people. Second episode, same thing. He's willing to do whatever it takes to get to where he needs to be going. This episode, if people go against him, he still finds a way to circumvent it. He cuts Jake and Alex loose after everybody agreed that they were going to be towed behind the boat. So, still is the most interesting character. I have less love for him now than I did prior after seeing what he did to Jake and Alex, but I want to see what his endgame is. He's leading them somewhere. He's not being entirely truthful. That I know. But hopefully there'll be more light shed on as the season progresses. Hopefully more in each episode. I like that. I like how we're getting more information slowly about each character and what they're going through in each episode. So, what more can I say about this episode? I mean, seems like it's going to be a pretty action-packed episode. I don't think any of our group is going to die. So I was correct about that in this episode. The only thing I was incorrect about was that Jake survived. I thought Jake was going to be dead. From the looks of the promos, it looked like he was dead. I couldn't even tell it was him. So, he survived. But will we ever see them again? I do believe that we will see them again. In this next episode, no. Unless they show what they're doing after they get cut loose from the Abigail. But The Walking Dead doesn't have a good tremendously good track record of doing that. Unless it's only if it's somebody from our main group. Like they always show what our main group is doing, what everybody's doing for the most part. But if it's an outside group or somebody who was kicked out, they really don't show. Like they didn't see what Merle was doing the whole time. What, different groups like that, people like that. You saw a little bit with Morgan, but so I don't think we'll see them until they bump into our group again. I would like to see more of them. I don't think one episode's enough. I think it would be a tremendous waste of character if they just were in this one episode and that was it. Like, that was the whole deal with the crossover. The crossover, like, really? So, we'll see, but those are my direct predictions for this episode. Another one I can't wait for. I also can't, I'm looking forward to all the other AMC shows, Game of Thrones, Turn, Night Manager. I do watch Gotham, I do watch The Flash, Arrow, and DC's Legend of Tomorrow. I have not been up to date with Sleepy Hollow the rest of the season. I've not had the time, so that's kind of fallen by the wayside, but I'm liking where everything's going right now, and I do not know when the mid-season break will be for Fear. Probably, let's see, it's usually, obviously it's always around episode 8, but that's when there's 16 episodes, so 15, it might be around 7, right? 7 or 8. That's why I'm still unsure why they made 15 episodes instead of just doing 16. Like, make it even. Season 3 is going to be 16, but why 15? I don't know. But I'm assuming they're going to do something along the lines of how they did it in season 2 with the mid-season break, but that's good. I mean, there's already so much stuff going, on as it is. I already had to split my Sundays between that and Game of Thrones, so I'm just lucky I'm off this week. I can get everything done, but mid-season break will be good. It will also extend the season further by about a month or two, which means essentially even less of a wait between the end of Fear Season 2 and the beginning of Walking Dead Season 7. So anything that diminishes that wait, I'm all for. But that's going to be it for this video, and I'll have all the usual links in the description below, so check those out for the promo and sneak peek, as well as my Facebook page. And I'll see you all next week for episode 4, season 2. Peace out.